there, Cancer, Cancer rising, and of course all of you Cancerian moon people out there. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting February 17th, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website, it's integrativemysticism.com. Of course, you may also just simply follow the links below by opening up the down bar beneath this video. So what's going on when it comes to your astrology over the course of this coming week? Well, on Thursday, we've actually got a gorgeous energy. Actually, both aspects are quite nice. We've actually got Jupiter, the planet of wealth, expansion, knowledge, growth, abundance, and good fortune, in Capricorn, your 7th house of closest one-on-one relationships. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend, your BFF, your business partner, your husband, wife, your roommate, all the people you spend your closest one-on-one time with, forming a gorgeous sextile to Neptune, the planet of inspiration, creativity, fantasy, dreams, and sometimes, yes, illusions, in your 9th house of higher education, government and legal proceedings, travel, as well as culture, your spiritual practice, and your connections abroad. And Jupiter is facilitating an opportunity for you to actually embark on a really cool journey this week, if you choose to do it. You might not have to embark this week. I know there's a Mercury retrograde, but you might not be embarking, but we are setting the groundwork for something that's going to change the course of your either romantic life, your professional life, or your spiritual life with the help of a close one-on-one connection. Now, this one-on-one connection could be living at a distance, 9th house energy, and we close that distance. Or maybe this could be somebody that we have close by, a romantic partner, a best friend, a business partner, what have you, a flatmate, who finds a way to actually get this show on the road. There's also an opportunity to even be attracting new contacts, new connections to yourself, possibly on a spiritual level, that even come from all over the world. Now, this could, of course, be connecting us in ways that'll help also grow our status when it comes to our social status, maybe propagate our good name as it relates to our careers, start to actually build up a lot of momentum with a creative or spiritual process or enterprise or project that we are working on. It's a gorgeous accelerant of an energy. And the cool thing about this is it starts on Thursday, but technically this energy lasts until about Saturday. On Friday, we've actually got Mars, the planet of action, passion, energy, conviction, sometimes conflict, but also obstacle overcoming in that 7th house of closest one-on-one connections, forming a gorgeous trine aspect to Uranus in your 11th house of friendships and social networking, as well as your big dream goals. And it does look like there is somebody who is either A, going to get promoted to a close, tight inner circle status, or maybe even a romantic opportunity starting to be realized out of the blue, or perhaps even a romantic partner connecting you with a way to create the perfect sense of community, camaraderie, and connection with a social life that is not only supportive of you, but the partnership as a whole. With Mars, we have people showing up for you. People not only showing up and fighting battles with you, but also going out of their way to create breakthroughs, making opportunities to shake things up in your social life. Maybe even there is a shift going on in who you resonate with, who you connect to. Some people stepping out, some people getting closer. But with Mars in the 7th house, it's all about helping you transcend obstacles and blocks that may have been, just a little bit pervasive, or maybe even coming from the way we spend the time with the company that we keep. It may not always be the company we keep, just sometimes the way we spend it. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Time will tell, but it's a breakthrough nonetheless. So let it happen. And now, moving on, before we get to the cards, I do want to remind everybody I've got a special video coming out that I am looking forward to sharing with you. And it's all about spiritual connections. It's about the oversoul, and giving a breakdown of the idea of an oversoul groups, soul family, kindred spirits, soulmates, and yes, even twin flames. But this is not going to be an appetizer or sample size. I'm actually going to be dedicating some time to really going into the whole discussion of how family monads and spiritual kindred, family and all that kind of stuff really, really work. And so it's going to be coming out here within about 24 hours of this video getting published, so stay tuned for that, and you'll be able to find that on the main channel page by clicking on my avatar beneath this video, or just opening up the down bar beneath this video and checking out the Deep Talks playlist. So what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, this week, your spiritual themes, we have the Page of Cups upright. Cancerian people, this is a week where you are getting a wonderful opportunity to receive a lot of love, admiration, affection, but also gifts and support from other people. Resources and connections are coming in. Now, the thing about the Page of Cups you have to understand is these are also testaments of loyalty, testaments of affection and care. And the best way to show gratitude is to do something with the gifts that you get. In a lot of cases with the Page of Cups upright, we are also seeing people becoming more forthright with their intentions, with their goals, with their feelings for you and their loyalties for you, which is, of course, absolutely gorgeous. But you want to remember, with the Page of Cups, we have to know how to demonstrate as well what we feel honestly when we want to give that gratitude and that love back to where we are getting it. Because the Page of Cups upright is all about emotional honesty. It's all about showing it and communicating it effectively. Doing it in a way where it is an open, honest, true, and wholesome expression. Completely organic. No lines, right? We're not borrowing things that we've heard and seen other people do or anything along those lines. It's a very cool, very sweet week that we have a chance to really see where everyone stands with everyone else. When it comes to the influx, what's coming into your life, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. And a lot of you Cancerian people are going to be reducing. Yes, there's going to be a selective reduction of obligations, a selective reduction of maybe projects, and yes, sometimes even maybe some members of our social life. We are allocating our energies in different ways. We are deciding to actually put our power and our energy into things that not only deeply matter, but also much more closely resonate with our true path, our true plan, and we are deciding not to simply wait for things to kind of pay off, or to try and make things work where the puzzle pieces simply do not fit. In fact, with the outflux of what's going away, we have the Knight of Swords upright. So a lot of you are also going to be ending the task of fighting other people's battles for them, protecting them from things that they need to be doing on their own, protecting them from their own responsibilities and their own growth. The Knight of Swords is a beautiful card as a champion for the cause of another, but when it goes away, we have to pay attention. Where has maybe deciding to do somebody else's work for them, take somebody else's test for them, is not actually helping them at all. Maybe that's something that, is an arrangement that works for some, but that does not work for you this week. Moving on to the mundane when it comes to the mundane or material world priorities. For your material wealth, we've actually got the Nine of Pentacles upright. And it does feel like a lot of you Cancerian people are starting to see unexpected early returns on either a financial or a professional motion or course of action that you have taken in recent history. Now, it doesn't say how big or small this course of action has been. This could absolutely be something that you have been only doing with entertaining tentatively. Maybe a negotiation, maybe a wouldn't it be nicety, maybe it's something that you've thrown a little bit of money at here or there. But with the Nine of Pentacles, we are seeing unexpected early returns, signs of a bigger payoff soon to come. With the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of you may be finding not only a breakthrough in this, but something that is actually sort of a sign of encouragement from the universe to actually keep going, to keep pushing on this, and maybe just not to change everything, but start doing some refining. The Nine of Pentacles can also indicate even a sign that something that you thought was possibly impossible or would take too long to substantiate, actually with the right people around, is possible. As we get into the external, when we talk about maybe our friends, our relatives, the other people in our life, well, we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. And yeah, here we go. We talk a lot about not having to fight people's battles for them. Well, the Knight of Wands reversed can sometimes show up where a person is in trouble yet again by their own doing, by their own works, by their own intentions or lack of intentional living. And with the Knight of Wands reversed in a lot of cases, this can show up where somebody might be asking for a pass or a freebie or maybe a handout because of something they've brought unto themselves. I'm actually getting from the Knight of Wands reversed, this has more to do with the scatterbrained nature of this individual. This person not taking very good care of themselves or their own priorities, possibly somebody depending a little bit too much on other able-bodied adults to be the adults in the room. And you want to make sure that you understand with the Knight of Wands reversed, constantly bailing them out, constantly saving them, is not actually going to do any more than just buy more time for it to happen again. Maybe in a weird way, we're inadvertently rewarding that lack of attention to detail, that lack of living with intention, that choice to just simply live impulse to impulse. And it's not intended to be a judgment on them, it's actually coming from a place of concern. In a lot of cases with the Knight of Wands reversed, we might find that somebody is their own undoing, simply because they're not actually capable of finishing what they've started. When it comes to emotions and relationships and romance, we actually have the Five of Wands in reverse. And it does look like, in spite of everything really, really cool we see going on with love and romance in the astrology, the Five of Wands reversed is giving off an energy of standing back a little bit. It looks like you, or maybe you and a partner, or you and an intended, or if you're available, maybe even somebody new, are choosing to drop something that you don't want to really necessarily try to force to happen right now. And this might be something that you are taking some space with on purpose. It may be that you are taking a time out, or you're putting yourself on the bench to see what a partner really can do on their own, or it could be you and a partner as a unified front, maybe as a response to maybe a friend or a relative deciding to do that. Because of the Five of Wands reversed, there is a choice of non-activity happening here. But I think that it is actually something constructive. I think it is a moment of going, look, you've got this, please just get it, right? Just do something about this. This might be a bit of encouragement, but I think that at the same time, looking at the Knight of Swords, it's a decision that is, going on in your love life. People are not going to adult for each other who should be able to adult. It's time to grow up. And yeah, sometimes this can happen in a difficult way. We might be dealing with, our children. Maybe they're just coming of age, 18, 19, 20, and they're still kind of learning the ways of the world. Maybe we're dealing with a situation where a relative or a friend has not developed those skills, even though they might be much older. Or perhaps this is even a space within our relationship where somebody needs a chance to be able to know that they can do it themselves. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.